Alright, so I am outside of the Warrior Gauntlet cave here in Nag Nang, the cave that you gotta go through in order to obtain your shield. Now, the object of this cave is to reach the end and touch the dragon statue without killing any of the red or blue creatures. You can kill the yellow and the green creatures, just don't kill any blue or red. Now, I have heard many different tactics and tricks to get through this cave over the years, and I believe I have tried every one of them. Today, I'm going to show you the only trick that I can personally vouch for. So, I call this the logging trick. We go in here and we try to avoid these creatures as much as possible, but as everybody well knows, it's nearly impossible to avoid them all. As you see, I got stuck there. I logged off. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to log back on. Now I call this the logging trick because through a sequence of logging off and logging back on, they will eventually either walk away or disappear and reappear. They actually reset. Now you're going to see some of them resetting probably every time that I log on. Sometimes it takes a good while for it to actually work well enough to get you through. You see there I actually did free up some space, but it wasn't enough to get through yet. Now some people don't think that this trick works because of that reason. Sometimes they log off and on 4 or 5 times without any real success, and then they give up thinking that it's not going to work. But it will work if you keep at it, and you just have to have some patience and some determination and stick with it. Eventually here they will break up or walk off, leaving me enough room to make my break for it. Now you'll see it does take a while sometimes. Sometimes you luck out and you can make a break for it real quick. Now of course I could kill this creature in front of me, but what I'm going to do is leave him weak so that I can come back and kill him quickly and make a break for it while they're all still stunned and standing around. See how well that worked? Now I'm going to try to heal up before I get caught again. Now I realize I could have killed that orange creature in front of me, but there was others in front that I wouldn't be able to kill once they captured me. So I'm going to hope that when I log back on, they have actually already walked away. Which they didn't. This time I left the orange one weak so that I can come back again using the trick of killing him while they're still stunned and making them break for it. It's a sequence of various little tricks used in cohesion here to get yourself through the cave. Sometimes it works really well. You log back on and they're completely scattered. You can just walk right through. Okay, there's the third room. Oh. We get stuck again there. As you can see, this is relatively tedious and boring, but it really is the only way that I know of that you can actually get through this cave. All the other tricks I've ever heard and tried have been unsuccessful. And believe me, I tried them thoroughly, including one really elaborate trick which involved waiting for the morning reset to make a run through the cave before the creatures respawned. I gave that one a shot a couple of times, and there was just no way that you could get through the cave that fast. Making good progress so far. It hasn't really taken me that long. I believe on average it usually takes me between 15 and 20 minutes to successfully run through this cave using this trick, which is a lot better than spending hours for several days without success. And believe me, I was definitely one of those people. I spent a very large portion of time trying to get through this cave on my first character. And it wasn't until I learned of this trick that I actually succeeded. And ever since, I've used it on all my alternate warriors, and I've told my friends about it, and without fail, it's usually successful. I'm going to need to heal up here soon. They're starting to damage my little warrior. It seems I probably could have made a break for it. I think a lot of times people just get too anxious and think that this trick isn't going to work because it does take some time. But as you can see, I am making progress. I'm making my way straight through this cave. I'm not cutting anything out. You're just seeing me do what I do to get through this cave. That's really all there is to it. Luckily, there's mostly yellow and green creatures right there. Hopefully, this won't take long. I'll leave him weak. So hopefully I can at least make one step closer to that door. There we go. That might not have been weak enough. I believe I am almost there now. You see, if nothing else, relogging does leave them stunned for a moment, allowing you enough time to actually make a little bit of progress, if nothing else. But you can eventually use the logging trick to make them just walk completely away or to disappear and reappear somewhere else, which comes in handy when you're surrounded by nothing but creatures that you can't kill. If you're surrounded by nothing but red and blue creatures, you just simply have to log on and off over and over. Eventually they will either walk away or they will disappear. Get more out in the open. That might make it easier for me to make my way for the door rather than being pinned up against a wall. And there we go. Now you see I've reached the end. Here's the dragon statue. Now I'm not going to touch it because I actually want to save this for later, in case I have to actually maybe help somebody physically get through the cave or something, because I'm not really worried about this particular character. He's mainly used to help others. But as you can see, this does actually work. So use the logging trick as I've showed you here. You will actually make it. Just stick with it. Keep using it. Use a little patience. You will make it. Thanks for watching, and I'll try to make any other guides that I can think of later to help people with other issues. Hope that this has helped somebody, and I'll see you next time.